everyone, welcome back to Novel Idea. My name is Dia, and today I have a pile of possibilities for M MontgomerMay. So we have our bingo board. I'm putting that up here so you can see it, but I'm just gonna go over some of these prompts and give you some ideas, as well as let you know what I plan to read for the prompts. So the first one is to read a book or a poem that is referenced by Anne in the Anne books. And so for this, I have the Book of Common Prayer. And this is referenced several different times, especially in Anne of Green Gables. The second one is to read a short story. At my library, I have on hold, so if it comes in, I will be reading Across the Miles. This is in the form of letters, which is not usually something I get along with really well, but this is M Montgomery. So I fully expect to absolutely love it. The other one that I might do is Tales from Avonlea, and it is kind of like the snippets of Anne and Gilbert's relationship. Next square is to watch an adaptation. I'm not a big adaptation watcher. I don't watch television or movies much in general. I will probably watch the one that I already know that I love, which is the Megan Follows one. And I will probably watch at least the first video of that. The next square for reading is the group read, and that's Kilmeny of the Orchard. It's mainly about her falling in love. It's been more than a decade since I have read it, but I'm really looking forward to revisiting it and seeing what my perspective is now that I'm older. The next one is to read a poem aloud. And for this, I have set aside Robert Browning, a poet that she references often in her works and referenced often in many of the biographies and journal entries that I have read by M Montgomery. You could also do Tennyson. That's another one that she references often. You could do Lord Byron or Sir Walter Scott. You might check out Courtney at Courtney Reed's channel, because she actually linked on her video of recommendations, she linked a reference of all of the books, all of the literature that is spoken of at any point in M Montgomery's works. All right, the next one is to read a nonfiction. I read several nonfiction works about M Montgomery leading up to this readathon that we are doing, but I decided that instead of reading another nonfiction about her, that I would read about her time and her island and some of her passions besides writing. And so I am going to be looking at Atlantic Canada. It is about the maritime part of Canada, and so it has Nova Scotia, and it has Prince Edward Island, and it has Newfoundland that are included in that, and I'm going to be focusing in on PEI. There is another one that I plan on reading called Floriography. This is a book about the language of flowers that was so important in the Victorian days, which is generally about the time that most of her books are taking place. Also, thanks to Chelsea at Voyage of a Time Wanderer for letting us know about this beautiful scrapbook It's called Imagining Anne, and it is just selections of Ellen Montgomery's scrapbooks, and then a little page or so of explanation about the scrapbook page. And she showed it on her channel when she was doing her recommendations for the video, and I immediately went out to see if I could find it. So I will be reading this one as well for a nonfiction. And then also there is a book called Victorian Flower Gardens, and this is by Brent Elliott. And I decided that I would pick this one up as well because Ellen Montgomery is so passionate about her nature and being out in it and finding beauty in the most mundane of things. And so I wanted to read more about the outdoors that she spent so much time in. So that is going to be kind of my actual TBR to read for Ellen MontgomerMay. And I'm going to put some links down below also of just different ideas that you could do for each of the prompts. And so make sure to check those out. And I will leave my actual TBR and things linked down there as well. Okay, everybody, that is it for me today. I hope that you are joining us for Ellen MontgomerMay, and I will be back definitely with more, and the other hosts will be posting as well for these book suggestions and all of the little events that we have planned for the readathon. So I hope that you're joining us. All right. Thanks for joining me today. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video, everyone. Bye.